legendary figure whose very presence commands both awe and fear, the mighty lion, known as the Sovereign of the Savannah. With his resplendent golden mane shimmering under the African sun and a proud gait that exudes unmatched dominance, he is the embodiment of power and grace. Every step he takes sends ripples of intimidation through the animal kingdom. Even the fiercest predators dare not cross his path. His piercing amber eyes seem to hold the secrets of the wild, scanning every blade of grass for signs of intrusion. This majestic beast isn't just another inhabitant of the park, he's its heart and soul. An icon, revered by all who visit. Tourists from across the globe flock to Krueger with one dream: to catch a glimpse of this unparalleled ruler. They speak of him in hushed tones, sharing tales of his strength and cunning, as if recounting the exploits of a mythical hero. Yet, what truly sets him apart is not merely his physical prowess, but the aura of invincibility that surrounds him. He is more than a lion. He is a symbol of survival, resilience, and the raw beauty of nature itself. But little do they know, even the mightiest rulers face trials that test their limits. As the scorching afternoon sun blazed over Krueger National Park, casting long shadows across the savannah, the Sovereign of the Savannah prowled silently through the tall grass. His amber eyes locked onto a herd of antelopes grazing near the shimmering lake, their movements calm and unsuspecting. The lion's powerful muscles coiled with anticipation, every nerve in his body primed for the hunt. Among the herd, he singled out his target, a robust male antelope, its strength undeniable, but hindered by an old injury that slowed its pace. This was no ordinary prey. It was a challenge worthy of his unmatched prowess. The moment came when the wind shifted just enough to mask his scent. With a roar that shattered the stillness, the lion surged forward like a golden storm, his massive paws pounding against the earth. Panic erupted among the antelopes as chaos unfolded. Hooves thundered, dust filled the air, and desperate leaps sent ripples across the water's surface. Many plunged into the lake, seeking refuge from the predator's relentless pursuit. But the injured leader, driven by instinct and adrenaline, made a daring leap toward the deeper waters, hoping to escape the lion's deadly grasp. For the mighty ruler, this was more than survival. It was a testament to his dominance. Yet even the greatest hunters face moments where the line between triumph and disaster blurs. As the chase unfolded, neither predator nor prey realized they were about to enter uncharted territory, one that would test not only their instincts, but also their will to survive. The lion's leap into the lake was a moment of raw instinct, driven by an unyielding hunger to claim his prize. But as his powerful body hit the water, the Sovereign of the Savannah realized too late that he had underestimated the depths of this treacherous expanse. The once mighty predator found himself ensnared in a merciless current, its icy grip pulling him deeper with every passing second. His golden mane, once a symbol of invincibility, now clung heavy and sodden around his neck, weighing him down like chains. Panic surged through the lion's veins as the strength that once defined him began to ebb away. The roaring king of beasts let out a defiant growl, but it was swallowed whole by the merciless churn of the water. Each desperate paddle only sapped more of his energy, and the proud ruler who had commanded the savannah for so long now fought against an invisible force that showed no mercy. His lungs burned with the need for air, and his vision blurred as exhaustion took hold. The mighty roar that once echoed across the plains faded into silence, replaced by the deafening rush of swirling water. For the first time in his life, the lion felt truly powerless. The lake, once a mere backdrop to his reign, had become a watery grave, a cruel twist of fate for a creature whose very existence embodied dominance. As darkness crept over his senses, the question lingered. Would the untamed ruler succumb to nature's wrath, or would destiny intervene to save him from the abyss? As fate would have it, John, a dedicated ranger patrolling the park in his rugged vehicle, noticed the unusual commotion by the lake. At first glance, he thought it was just another hunt, a spectacle of nature's raw brutality. But something felt off. The absence of the lion's triumphant roar sent a chill down his spine. Squinting through the shimmering heat waves, he spotted a faint orange blur beneath the water's surface. Without hesitation, John sprang into action, his heart pounding like a war drum. The moment his boots hit the muddy bank, he shed his jacket and dove headfirst into the murky depths. The icy water clawed at his skin as he fought against the same merciless current that had ensnared the mighty lion. With every ounce of strength, John pushed forward, his lungs burning as he reached for the fading predator. When his fingers finally brushed against the lion's sodden mane, hope surged within him. But this was only the beginning of the battle. Dragging the massive beast back to shore felt like wrestling with destiny itself. Each step was a Herculean effort, the weight of the unconscious lion threatening to pull them both under. On land, John wasted no time. He began chest compressions, his hands pressing rhythmically against the soaked fur, willing life back into the once invincible ruler. Moments stretched into an eternity as he administered rescue breaths, each attempt laced with desperation. Would his efforts be enough? Or would the Savannah lose its sovereign forever? The Savannah held its breath as John's relentless efforts began to bear fruit. A faint twitch, a flicker of life, rippled through the lion's massive frame. It was a moment suspended in time, fragile yet monumental, as if the entire ecosystem waited for its ruler to rise again. John's heart raced with cautious optimism as he leaned closer, his ear brushing against the damp fur. The faintest whisper of breath confirmed it. The sovereign of the Savannah was fighting back from the brink, but survival was far from guaranteed. Knowing the battle wasn't over, John worked tirelessly to stabilize the weakened beast. With steady hands, he administered a dose of revival medication, each movement deliberate and precise. He wrapped the lion in a thick blanket, shielding its sodden body from the night's biting chill. The hours that followed were an emotional roller coaster. John hovered nearby, his eyes never leaving the lion, watching for any sign of improvement or decline. Every labored breath felt like a victory. Every still moment brought waves of dread. As dawn painted the horizon in hues of gold and crimson, the lion stirred with newfound strength. Its amber eyes blinked open, clouded but alive, reflecting both confusion and resilience. Slowly, painstakingly, it attempted to rise, its muscles trembling under the effort. John whispered words of encouragement, his voice soft but unwavering, as if speaking to an old friend. He offered small pieces of dried meat, watching as the once mighty predator took tentative bites. Each movement signaled defiance against fate itself, a testament to the unyielding will to survive. By morning, the lion's breathing had steadied, and its gaze carried a spark of recognition. Though weak, it was unmistakably alive, a phoenix rising from the ashes of despair. For John, this was more than a rescue mission. It was a bond forged in the crucible of life and death. As the sun rose higher, casting its golden glow over the Savannah, an extraordinary connection began to unfold between John and the lion. The once mighty predator, now vulnerable but alive, gazed at John with eyes that spoke of gratitude and recognition. No longer was he the untamed ruler who struck fear into the hearts of all who crossed his path. Instead, he exuded a quiet calm, almost as if acknowledging the man who had defied nature itself to save him. Slowly, tentatively, the lion extended his massive paw toward John, a gesture both humbling and profound. It was in this moment that their bond transcended species, a silent pact forged through life, death, and survival. When the support team arrived, they approached cautiously, wary of the lion's unpredictable nature. But to their astonishment, the beast remained docile, allowing them to examine him without resistance. After ensuring he was strong enough, They released him back into his familiar territory, where he could roam freely without stress. Yet, something remarkable happened in the days that followed. Every time John drove his patrol vehicle across the plains, a familiar golden figure emerged from the tall grass, silently trailing behind him like a guardian spirit. The lion's presence became more than just coincidence. It was a testament to the unspoken trust between them. For John, it was a surreal experience to witness the transformation of a creature once feared by all into a loyal companion. And for the lion, it seemed as though he had found not just a savior, but a friend. Together, they roamed the vast expanse of Krueger National Park, two unlikely allies united by destiny, an enduring symbol of humanity's capacity to coexist with the wild. This tale of courage and compassion transcends the boundaries of ordinary human-animal encounters, weaving a narrative that celebrates the resilience of life itself. John's bravery in leaping into the treacherous waters to save the sovereign of the Savannah wasn't just an act of heroism, it was a testament to the power of empathy and determination. In risking his own life for a creature that once inspired fear, he reminded us that even the fiercest beings are vulnerable and deserving of care. His actions proved that kindness knows no bounds, not even between species. The bond forged between John and the lion serves as a poignant reminder of the profound connections that can arise when we choose understanding over fear. It challenges us to see beyond stereotypes and recognize the intrinsic value of every living being. As the lion followed John across the plains, their silhouettes became symbols of unity, a man and a beast walking side by side, defying the laws of nature with trust and mutual respect. Ultimately, this story is more than a chronicle of survival. It is a celebration of life's fragility and beauty. It calls on humanity to cherish and protect the wild, urging us to coexist harmoniously with the natural world. The lion's triumphant return to the savannah and its enduring bond with John stand as timeless reminders. Life is sacred, and love, whether for animals or nature, has the power to heal wounds and bridge divides.